Hey guys, this is Dope Panda 45, and I would just like to start this video out saying I have a huge complaint right now. You guys know about the uh, Battle of Wiesna, right? The one in Poland. Um, Not many people know about it, and I'm pretty pissed off about it. I mean, we were learning about World War II like a month ago, and I mentioned this to my history teacher, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, Poland fell in 2 days. I mean, I took offense to this because I'm Polish, but I'm like, Poland uh, fell in 2 days. I'm sorry, but two weeks time. I'm like, I mean, Poland fell like a month later, and it was because the Germans blindsided them because they were completely off guard, and and like I had to explain this whole thing to my class because all they knew about Poland during World War II was that they surrendered. Like nobody knows about the history of battles in Poland, and I had to learn this through a band called Sabaton. And I mean, it's a great band. I love it. They talk about uh, the Battle of Wiesna in their song 40 to 1, which I think is a great example of of Polish involvement in World War II. And I think if history were to be changed, if Britain and France supplied Poland with more resources and weapons, I think they would have been able to fight back the Germans, and World War II would have never happened. I think World War II still would have happened. I mean, it obviously would have happened because I can't go back in time and change the past. But I'm just saying though. I mean, and uh, the I mean, they were fighting on basically two fronts. It was like it was like Germany during World War I. You know, with the Scheifelen plan, how General Scheifelen was gonna take out France and then the Eastern Front, but Poland was being attacked by the Soviets and Germany. And I think that should have been taught by my teacher, and in every history book, in my own opinion, because I mean it was a huge involvement. I mean they were completely outnumbered, and it's just sad that you don't get to see this in the history books. I mean, they talk about the Warsaw Uprising, like Polish resistance. That's a huge part, but they don't talk about the main military fighting against one of the most powerful armies in the world, and how Hitler's ideology was like Slavic people cannot be an Aryan race or anything like that, which pissed me off a little bit, saying that this typical stereotype of you know Polish and Slavs are stupid, and includes Russians, Serbians, and all Slavic people. Anything like that sounds Slavic to you. Yeah, so I guess you could call this video a history rant on Poland and Polish involvement in World War II. And I seriously think the history books should be rewritten because take a look at this. At the Battle of Wiesna, 720 Polish soldiers were against, I think, 40,000 German Panzer Division or German Wehrmacht. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a Wehrmacht or SS, but I mean, and 720, and they held it in this tiny little bunker and in trenches. I mean, we're using World War I weapons. I mean, like they had light machine guns, like supplied to them by the British before, but like World War I rifles and like I mean, Poland being was being initially at the time economically was pretty like low. I mean, after Pilsudski, the dictator, died, which he actually revived Poland a little bit, even though he was a dictator. But he revived Poland, but after he died, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know for what reason, for how Poland's economy was shot, but I'll have to look that up, and I'll have to include it in the description below. So, I mean, yeah, this was basically just a history rant on why I think they should rewrite the history, but to include major battles in Poland and World War II section of books. And I mean, like, fighting a two-front war, the Polish-Soviet War, and like the Second Polish-Soviet War, second one from 1921. But I mean, I just think that they should rewrite the history books, include Battle of Wiesna and others, Battle of Warsaw.